Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Speed Build Thursday. So as you guys can see from the title, this is a house I made for the Not So Berry Challenge. It doesn't have to be for that. The color palette and everything does work best for the Not So Berry Challenge, but you guys can obviously change wallpaper and everything if you really want to. So that's really all I have to say. I know that the one after Mint in the Not So Berry Challenge is Rose, but again, I was figuring that if you guys did choose this, you might want to change it up. So most of it is mint colored, but I did leave the two kids rooms, boy and girl, naturally, because you know that's what I always do. I did leave them as blue and pink. I was originally thinking red for the girl, but I figured that it would just be easier to have it blue and pink and be very stereotypical in that regard. So yeah, that's basically all I really have to say about the house. And let's get right into, that's not the list I want, into the topics I have to talk about. So right off the bat, I've been meaning to talk to you guys about this and I keep forgetting. I'm on the website CGN. It's a sort of gaming website. You can sort of like share your videos and everything. It's just another way to get yourself out into the world. If you guys would like to check that out, I can definitely leave a link to that in the description below. And yeah, that's, you know, really all I want to say. I also want to thank, if you guys are watching this from CGN, big thank you to you guys. You honestly are, I'm getting a lot more followers through CGN than I am getting subscribers, so I just want to say, you know, thank you to them, because they're taking a real interest in what I do, so I'm really happy about that. And it just, you know, it makes me feel like people actually want to watch what it is that I'm posting. So I just, you know, I just wanted to give a thank you to them, because they are being really supportive for me. And yeah, don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, that's really all I wanted to say about CGN. But yeah, definitely, if you want to, you can check it out. You don't have to, it's just, you know, I want to bring it up because, as I said, they have been very supportive with me in the last couple of weeks. Actually, I think I've been on there for about a month now. Well, okay, technically I've been on there for a couple of years, but I've only actually been using it for a couple of months. Same goes for my Instagram. Yeah, I make accounts and then I forget I make them, and so I, yeah. Well, okay. I'm like really bad. I have this list in front of me and I can't think of anything to talk about. Okay, so something else is my sister. I'm gonna go on about my little sister for a moment. I mentioned her a few times and I don't talk about her too much, I don't think. But yeah, so my my little sister is as people would say, she's quite a special snowflake. A few years back, I think she was either in last year middle school or first year high school, I can't remember, but she was doing the scales, the doe deer, and she got to Ray, and or was it sew? No, first it was sew. First it was sew, a needle pulling thread, and it was at that point, like, okay, you have to understand that her and I had both been in our elementary school choir since grade 1. So, well, I mean, you can join when you're in grade 1. And I went all 6 years. She went all... no, did she go all 6 years? I don't think she went all 6 years. She might have, I don't remember. I for sure went all 6 years with the choir. I went from grade 1 up to grade 6. And one of the things we had to do every time was we had to do the scales. So we do doe a deer, and we'd sing that every day just as a warm-up. So my sister, since she was about 6, has been singing this song. And it's not until she's about 13, 14 years old does she realize that sew, a needle pulling thread, is sew, like sewing, not sew, S-O, like S-E-W, not S-O. And yeah, that was the first time she figured that out. And then later on, as she's talking about this realization, she realizes that ray, a drop of golden sun, is ray. Like, not the name Ray, but like a sun ray. And yeah, I did find that hilarious that, you know, it took her that long to kind of figure that out. And then I think it was last year or 2 years ago, so she would have been in grade 10 or 11. She was reading through a textbook. You know what? I think it was in grade 10 because I think it was her history textbook, and we only take history in grade 10 here. And she was reading through it, and it was at that moment she realized why one of the front pages is called the table of content, because it has a table of all the more or less all the content that's in the book. Yeah, I could probably hear you guys laughing at it right now, but that's my sister for you guys. I'm trying to like not laugh, but it is funny. It's actually quite funny, and it just it was like when she came to this realization, it was, I think we were all on the floor laughing, like not literally, like figuratively, but oh god, it was hilarious. But yeah, that's my sister's mishap. So we get a good laugh from her every once in a while, especially when it's getting late, and she's a night person. She is a full-on night person, and once it starts to get late, she gets really hyper, because that's when she comes awake the most. And oh, I need to record her for you guys someday, because she is just amazing to watch. Yeah. So, okay, another one that kind of ties in. I told you guys a while back that I have a list on my phone for like misspoken or misheard words that me and my sister do, and sometimes it's really funny. Like, my sister was reading out loud, and she said, like, what was one of the ones? Wilford Warrior. Instead of, oh god, I can't even think of his actual name now. Oh my god, I feel so bad. Yeah, whatever. But, you know, her and I both do it. I have my grapefruit, she has her Wilford Warrior, and all that, and all that stuff. But we were going somewhere, and I don't remember what it was we were actually talking about. So sorry. So I don't fully remember what it was we were talking about, but she was saying something, and then she said overneath. And my mom and I just like kind of like both looked at each other, and then looked at her, and we were just like, overneath? It took her a moment to realize, and she just started laughing. We all started laughing, and I think she meant like over top, but she said overneath, and yeah, she's a very special person. But I mean, I have my own. I have one of the ones that I did back when I was in grade 11 and took biology for the first time was we were learning about the blood, and I misheard hemoglobin. Just proved it. I misheard hemoglobin for hemoglobin, and so for 5 months, my classmates let me call it hemoglobin instead of hemoglobin. And it wasn't until my actual teacher asked me about it did he correct me. And I'm just like, that is not, like, I don't think they realized that I actually thought the word was hemoglobin, not hemoglobin. So they might have just thought I was being funny, but yeah, 5 months. 5 months, guys. But shoot, I did get through everything I wanted to talk about. I only got through like 3 things out of the 5. Oh well. I am going to end it off here, guys. I hope you have all enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and notification button to stay up to date with all the videos I post. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!